What in the world? We are live. You are with your pal Hal. Me, Hal Rudnick, right here on Backchannel. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for spending a little part of your Friday with us here on Backchannel. Very excited to be with you. I am your pal Hal Rudnick, and I am going to be taking you through the next couple of hours. And you know what? Get ready. Going to be fun. Going to be a real nice time. Going to be a good time. Going to be a nice time. Going to be a sweet time. Ooh, what a time we will have on this Friday, the 17th of December. So what's in store? We're going to talk about a little news. We're going to talk some pop culture. We're going to talk about movies. And we're going to also talk some nonsense. There's going to be some comedy. There's going to be some goofs, some gags, and some nonsense. So I would love for you to participate in this little dog and pony show that we have going on here. So here's how you do that. You go ahead and you get your smart device's attention. Talk to your smart device, okay? Talk to your smart device and then use the magic word say, and then you could say whatever you want. I want to know what you're up to today. Are you working from home? Are you in the office? Are you just lazing around at home, kind of in like a holiday malaise? Maybe you had like maybe you were at a holiday office party last night and you got a little too stuffed and you drank a little too much eggnog. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you're feeling the effects of the nog, and I want to hear it. So get your smart device's attention. Use the word say and say anything you want. So smart device, say, I am hungover from my office party. Or smart device, say, I am at work and I can't wait for that weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend. Oh, yeah. I feel like, a real FM radio talking to dads. Are you working for the weekend? Oh, yeah, classic rock right here on 95.5. So let us know what you're up to. Also, you can communicate with us by going to backchannel.tv. Go to backchannel.tv and mess around with us there. Oh, my goodness. Rob Schaefer in the house, attorney at law. Thank you, Rob Schaefer. He says, hi, Hal and Travis. I'm here for the nonsense while I am fighting for justice. Yes. Oh, the fight for justice continues. Thank you, good sir. Fighting the good fight. Rob Schaefer, attorney at law, Omaha, Nebraska. Listen, if you need an attorney and you're in the greater Omaha, Nebraska area, you could do a lot worse than Rob Schaefer. He'll get the job done for you. That gavel's going to come down. Yes, there it is. Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. One more time. Rob Schaefer, attorney at law.
Oh, no. Oh,
okay.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait,
we got
sorry,
a sound effect.
Give me one
Travis.
more. Give me one more take on that.
Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. There we go, folks. There we go. Rob is our friend, and he is in Omaha, Nebraska, and he's holding it down. You know, when that gavel comes down, Rob Schaefer will make sure that decision is in your favor. And please go ahead and tell us what you're up to, folks. We got Ed, Jeffrey, and Nicholas hanging out with us. I see y'all and entering the stream. Thank you for being here, folks. Absolutely appreciate you being on board as we travel for the next 2 hours through the wonderful world of streaming. And again, we're going to be talking news, movies, pop culture, and fun and nonsense. We're gonna have some goofs and gags, and would love for you to participate. It is 11:06 here on the West Coast, going till 1 p.m. here. It is 3:06. Sorry, 2:06. I know how time zones work. It is 2:06 on the East Coast, going till 4 p.m. on the East Coast. And with us, as always, lighting our way through this the dark waters of streaming, of our live stream, is producer Travis. Producer Travis in the house. Travis, what is going on, my dude? What you up to? What you up to?
Oh, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
There you go, Travis. In the shadow of LAX, how loud are the airplane noises in your neck of the woods? Is that a pain in the ass or what?
Honestly, no. Something about
Nice.
how close we are, but just we're not under the flight path. We're next to the flight path. So you see them,
Gotcha.
you hear them. Sometimes it sounds like a car is kind of coming up, and you look and go, "Oh no, it's just a plane." But I have some friends that live in a little more direct and right in the line of flight that are farther away from the airport than us in Inglewood and such, and their house shakes. Whew.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Something awful. So Travis, plans for the weekend? Go.
Today I am jumping on the first chance I got to see the pictures of Spider-Man.
Yes. Spider-Man
go.
No Way Home coming out. We're going to talk more about that shortly. And a couple of times during the show, we're going to talk about what's coming out this weekend, movie releases in the second hour of the show, I believe. And yeah, very excited. Very excited for that. Any other plan? And we'll talk more about that in just a few moments. Other plans, Saturday, Sunday.
So later this evening, I am currently on the fence about, and I really hope she doesn't watch this for some reason, going to my friend's 30th birthday dinner or not, because it is at 8 p.m., it is in Hollywood, it is Friday night. I RSVP'd at a different time. I was a different person then. And I really just don't want to go.
Gotcha. Wow. Must not be a close friend then, or what's? But it's a pain in the neck driving into Hollywood. Also, do you want to drink? Then do you have to deal with like an Uber situation, which is going to be a real pain?
And it's a sushi restaurant, which I don't even like in the first place. And
oh, I love
sushi.
Where's she meeting? What restaurant?
That is a very good question. It is at, I can tell you this in just 1 second.
Okay, Sushi Kiwami, Katsuya, Sushi Zakaya. What do you got? What do you got?
I feel like it's one of those.
I love me some sushi. One of the treats that during the pandemic that my wife and I would allow ourselves would be we'd order in sushi. We'd have sushi delivered to the house through Postmates, and we just felt like, oh, we felt a real like a decadent treat being able to order sushi. Sometimes we order a bottle of sake to go with it, and boom, there's a Tuesday night in the pandemic for you. You know what I mean? Did you find the name of the restaurant?
Yeah, I did. And speaking of nice treats, this place looks expensive. The dinner is at Yamashiro Hollywood, which is right by the Magic
Yamashiro.
Castle.
Yeah, that's Oh, yep. I don't live too far from there, Travis. So wave as if you decide to go, wave as you're going by.
Right.
But yeah, Yamashiro. Sure.
Good Lord,
haven't been.
There's an entire garden? Jeez.
Oh yeah, it's like isn't it like up on a hill or on the side of the mountain there?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it's in the Hollywood Hills. I think it's in the Hollywood Hills. So yeah,
so
it's
it seems like I would be a real jerk to not go.
Maybe it depends. I mean, at the end of the day, it depends how close the friendship is.
This is interesting because we were coworkers at Tesla, and she was my first friend that I made in Los Angeles that I didn't already know or wasn't introduced to from somebody else, and we were very close when we worked there. Since we've only really seen each other maybe once, twice a year, and it's great.
Right.
Like we're close, but we don't see each other that often, and I don't know any of her other friends.
Okay. So then, yeah.
What should I do? What should I do, Hal?
You know what? I think you're well within your rights not to go because you can make the pandemic excuse.
Yeah.
That's always a good one to pull out. I've used it before. I got to sneeze. No, pardon me, folks. Travis, you're not a Gesundheit guy. You're not a God bless you guy.
No, you're learning in real time how bad of a person I am. We're just going from I'm skipping my friend's birthday.
Yeah, no worries. See, I just think it's polite, but you do you, Travis. Listen.
God bless you, Hal. Gesundheit.
Oh no! It's too late. I'm not going to shame you. I don't want to shame you into it. Which I already did. It's like one of our end of the show segments. One of our rejected segments. Our rejected segments. We had something I'm definitely not going to do. Hal shames Travis into saying Gesundheit or God bless you, and then I can proceed to do it.
That's all right.
Well, and it's all right that you did not, say Gesundheit or God bless you, because
Appreciate that.
yeah, because different strokes for different folks. I'll just bless myself. And you can chime in the chat at 11. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Got it. Did it.
Nice.
Don't tell your wish to anybody. Don't tell your wish to anybody, or it won't come true. Don't tell us what your wish was in the chat, because that is the international rules of wishes. Whether you are wishing on a star, wishing in a wishing well, putting a coin in the fountain, wishing on birthday candles, or wishing at 11:11, keep your wish to yourself. But Travis, what was I blathering about?
Me not going to my friend's birthday party, maybe.
Yes. Okay. Moving on from the sneezes. I was gonna plug the chat again. If you want to let us know, are you a Gesundheit or a God bless you person, or do you let those sneezes fall by the wayside? Tell us in the chat. I want to know what you're thinking. Do you like to tell someone, give them a little nicety after a sneeze, just out of decorum, or do you think that's old-fashioned and it's just not you and you don't do it? And let us know if we can get a consensus on that. But anyway, Travis, I think you well within your rights not to go.
I appreciate that, because gotta be honest, didn't get a good sleep for either of the last 2 nights. I'm running about 50-60% right now, and I'm just
gotcha.
That's a lot.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so I mean, and would you be driving into Hollywood?
I'd be driving into Hollywood.
Yeah, that's a pain. Like if I was going to Yamashiro, I would want to get soused up on some sake or something.
Yeah.
And then you're not going to want to drive. I've taken some long Uber rides. I've taken some long, expensive Uber rides just so I could drink. I once took an Uber from Los Feliz to Malibu.
Oh my
God. Yeah. Because I was doing stand-up at this Malibu winery.
Yeah.
And they were paying us in wine.
Oh.
So you could drink whatever you wanted. I'm like, you know what? I want to drink that wine. So I took an hour and a half, hour or so long Uber, and it was like a $70 Uber each way.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So
it's like a little mini vacation. That's fun.
Yeah, a little mini vacay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think the pandemic is a good excuse, and just tell her you would like to meet up with her another time. Rain check it.
I could do that.
Yeah.
No counter argument. The only thing is, look at this joint. My goodness, this is bonkers.
So Rob Schaefer is talking about the prices. He says the place charges $12 for a soybean appetizer.
Whoa.
Today you can get 60 pounds of soybeans for, Rob, that's logical, and I would expect no less from one of our finest attorneys to get a logical argument. But when you're going out, especially like if you're going to go to a sushi place or whatever, yeah, you're gonna pay.
Right.
But yeah, it's gonna set you back. It's going to hit you in the wallet.
That is the thing,
right?
though. I believe it's been paid for. Her boyfriend's pretty rich.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So the boyfriend is treating. The plot thickens here, Travis. You should have let off with that. So now I'm like, maybe. Yeah. Why are you burying the lead there? So
I don't like sushi. I don't eat sushi.
Oh yeah, I don't eat sushi. All right. You know what? Don't go. You know what? One thing you learn as you get older. And you're still a young man in your 20s. Is that correct?
For another month.
Wow, look at you. Yeah, you know what? I'm a gentleman in his 40s, and one thing you learn as you mature is that the power of saying no. The healing power. It feels good sometimes just to tell someone, I'm not going to do it. But sometimes you got to make up a little, sometimes you got to finesse it though.
Yeah.
With, you don't want to be like, I don't want to go to your birthday. No, it's just, the pandemic, you got to finesse it. You got to finesse it so it doesn't sound rough. Okay, so
Yeah.
so it doesn't sound off-putting. Rob says, I was a chef for 20 years. I understand pricing, but if the boyfriend is paying, Travis needs to go. Rob changed his tune there. So
hey, good food is good food. But also, Rob, a chef for 20 years and then a lawyer?
Listen, yes, Peg is in the stream. What is happening, Peg? Great to have you here. And again, you can talk to us by addressing your smart device, using the word say, and then putting whatever you want after that. So smart device, say, Travis should go to his friend's birthday. Smart device, say, Travis should ditch the friend's birthday party. Let us know. Also, you can chat with us on backchannel.tv. So right now, let's just fold this right into the riff around. We're going to riff on a couple of different topics here on Friday morning / afternoon. So a couple of things to talk about this morning. So Travis, you're talking about your plans. I'm a free agent. I can do whatever I want because wow, Rob went to law school at 40. Good for you, Rob.
Right on.
Doing the damn thing. Rob Schaefer. Yeah, I mean, a full life is what I'm like. What's your next? Also, question for Rob: what's your next career going to be? What's your next career going to be? And oh, maybe. Who knows? The future is wide open. Rob can do whatever he wants. I mean, obviously, he's an accomplished gentleman. So I am a free agent here. My wife is out of town, so I does what I wants. So those things include some of the many things that I could do. When the cat's away, the husband will play. So I will eat a hastily prepared dinner while I stand over the sink. I will. Oh, you want to hear how crazy we're doing it over here? You want to hear how nuts, how loco I'm getting, fool? Do you want to know how loco I'm getting, fool?
Lay it on me.
I will go to bed a half hour to an hour later than I probably normally would.
What?
That is what I'll do.
No, not that
is
one.
What I'll do. Yes. I will order Postmates, probably a little bit more. Boom.
What?
That's right. I will put on a Netflix show without consulting anyone. Yeah. Oh, look out. That's right. We are talking about that freedom, that bachelor life that I am living now that my wife is out of town. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Look out. Oh, toilet seat up. That's right. Oh, without a care in the world. Oh, instead of clearing out the dishwasher right away and putting the new dishes in, I might give it a day, let the dishes pile up a little bit more. Oh, but definitely have them cleaned and put away by the time my wife gets home. Definitely have to clean and put away by the time my wife gets home. Yes, of course. No oh, you know what else I might do? I might open a beer and then eat peanut butter out of the jar with a spoon.
Yeah, all right.
Sad.
Yeah, that one didn't hit as hard. Wife guy on the loose.
Yes. So yes, I am. Listen, I'm untethered. I'm off the leash. Ruff. I'm off the leash.
Was that Jet Li in Unchained? No, who was that?
Unchained? Django Unchained?
No, not Django Unchained. Was that Unleashed? Oh, no.
Unleashed? I don't even know what you're talking about.
2003 action kung fu movie. Was it Jet Li?
I don't know. You're
Unleashed.
Talking obscure.
Unleashed. Okay. 2005.
A little bit obscure. Okay. We're going down the Jet Li rabbit hole here. Unleashed. He's a human weapon. He is unleashed.
Human weapon, and he's off the leash.
Who's with him there?
Looks like Morgan Freeman in this
Is
shot.
that Morgan Freeman in that movie?
And then that guy who I don't
Bob
remember.
Hoskins. Bob Hoskins from Roger Rabbit. Yeah.
That's right.
Bob Hoskins from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Okay. Hey, do you recommend this movie for everybody? Is this a good one?
It's very much the 2000s, but in terms of like action, Jet Li movies, oh yeah, he's at his most unhinged.
Gotcha. We got some folks in the stream on the Backchannel dashboard here. Stacy is in the house. Stacy is hanging out with Aunt Tracy. Always glad to see those two hanging out with us. Stacy, great to have you here as always. Hope things are good down in the great state of Texas. And also shout out to Ed. We got Peg, and then we got Nicholas in here. Great to hear from folks today, and you can go ahead and talk to us. Let us know what you're up to. Are you working from home? Are you snacking on anything? I got my bag of Mariani almonds, the official almond of the Your Pal Hal show. Not sponsored, and but we are efforting that sponsorship. Any word from them?
Not yet. I sent them an 18-minute voicemail.
Gotcha. Yeah. Here, let me give them a call right now, the folks at Mariani Almonds. Hello?
Oh, good. You have them on speed dial.
Yes, I would like to speak to the chairman of Mariani Almonds. Well, he's not available right now. Could you call back another time? All right, I will. Let him know it's Your Pal Hal, and I want those sponsorship bucks, and I will not take no for an answer. That was Your Pal Hal calls Mariani Almonds. Travis, here's what else. I can play with my little toy phone while my wife is away.
Like, who is it? Is that? You know what? No. I accept the mystery.
Yeah. Oh, well, here's the thing. If you see me with like a weird toy phone, or if you see that one of my hands has turned into a demon hand.
Oh my God.
There's one thing you can blame that on, Travis, that I have all this crap. I've been doing sketch comedy for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
You come to own a lot of weird crap. How many different costumes have you seen me put on over the course of this show now? Why do you think I own a doctor's coat? Because I was impersonating a doctor, and
that's right.
Yeah, and what do you think? I was trying to put people under or something, or signing out bad prescriptions.
As far as I know, you're on house arrest, so maybe.
No, not true. Acquitted of all things house arrest. Stacy is drinking some tea that Aunt Tracy made. I like that. Stacy, I'm drinking my coffee. I'm a coffee boy. You're a tea gal. I appreciate it. Also in the riff around, we're having too much fun. We're all over the place here. Talking about spoilers. We mentioned Spider-Man. Please, if you could keep it spoiler free, I would appreciate it. Careful what I wish for. I hope folks are respectful of that. But we were saying that, Travis and I were talking earlier that we want to try to see this movie before the internet just explodes with spoilers and reactions, because this movie, especially Spider-Man No Way Home, is chocked full of surprises and characters from other Spider-Man movies and other Marvel movies, and who knows. So there could be some stuff in here that it's like there are going to be some twists and turns, and you don't want it to get spoiled by someone. And I was telling Travis that because I hosted on a pop culture channel for a long time on Screen Junkies, and I have all these followers on Twitter, I would announce to them, oh, I am going to see this movie. I'm going to see that movie. So, and I've had my followers essentially troll me, tweeting at me, spoilers. So I remember when I went to see, so I'm going to give you a couple of spoilers for movies that have been out for several years, and I think that's fair game. Okay, if you haven't seen these movies, then you know. So
That's
Force
your fault.
Awakens.
That's
Yeah,
on you.
that's on you. It's on you. So Force Awakens, the first of the newer, the most recent Star Wars movies, episodes 7 through 9. I tweeted that I was going to see Force Awakens, the new the J.J. Abrams Star Wars, and someone tweeted at me a picture of Kylo Ren running through Han Solo with the damn lightsaber before I had seen it. So, now I know Han Solo dies. Great. Thanks, interwebs. And then another one, I tweeted, about to see Batman v Superman. And lo and behold, without fail, someone tweeted at me, Superman dies. Oh, so that's what I'm trying to avoid this weekend. I wonder if we'll be able to, because like we're going to get into trending topics. We're going to talk about reviews. We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. And like, listen, I am very online. I am online right now doing this show. That's how online I am. True or false, Travis? I'm very online.
I would say you're as online as anyone, without
Thanks.
being too online.
You know what? You try for a little work-life balance here.
Yeah. Try for a little on-offline balance.
Yes, like I get up early in the morning and I try to spend like the first hour or two that I'm up, or at least the first hour, not looking at any devices or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I try to read a little bit. I try to read the paper like an old man, and maybe do a little exercise or something. So I have a bit of a runny nose today. Pardon me. Pardon my disgusting tissue grabbing.
Still chilly.
So yeah, we're trying to avoid the Spider-Man spoilers. Travis said he's going to see it today at 3:00. I am leaning towards a matinee tomorrow at 11 a.m. Going to see Spider-Man No Way Home. Going to see Web Slinger. I love the Spider-Man movies. I've really liked the new ones with Tom Holland. I love the Tobey Maguire ones, and I've seen the Andrew Garfield ones. Another thing I wanted to just mention. As far as the riff around, I've been having just more fun with phone scammers. I talk to you like when a phone scammer calls. Go ahead, let's do our little let's do our little role play there. You'll be the phone scammer and I'll be me. Okay, so just start asking me random questions.
Hello, sir. I'm calling to ask you if you are currently satisfied with your level of health insurance through Covered California.
God bless you.
I was wondering if you were interested in enrolling. We have an open enrollment period for Covered California. And
God bless you. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you very much, sir. Same to you. If you could pay as little as $0 a month, depending on
blessings to you. So I'll just I'll nice them to death until they hang up, and then they'll say "F you" or something like that sometimes.
That sounds awful.
Here's another one that I like to do.
Yeah.
The guy and oftentimes they have like a thick foreign accent, but then they choose an American name. So I don't want to insult someone's culture, so I'm not gonna do the accent. But it's like, hello, my name is John Smith, or like literally say John Smith, like the most generic. Or it's like, hi sir, my name is Daniel. And I'll immediately say, oh my goodness, that's my name too. That is my name too. And then I also like giving funny fake names. The past 2 days, I've given a couple of good names that I was proud of. So I told a guy yesterday that my name was Dracula Jones. And he said Dracula, and I said yes, like the story character. It's a family name. It's a family name.
It's a family. The first name is a family name.
Yes. And he kept going, and he believed me. And today,
oh no,
I told someone my name was Freddy Krueger, and he believed, and he was none the wiser. I don't know if they have Nightmare on Elm Street, where he was calling from. He was clearly from another part of the world, the world. Oh, Stacy gets up early just like me. Very nice, Stacy. I appreciate that. Yeah, early to bed, early to rise. Makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. I think that's attributed to Ben Franklin. Right. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun. Too much fun. I also this is going to be for your Pal Hal after dark. If we ever do that, I like to. Sometimes I like to be a little profane with the phone scammers. Sometimes I like to be a little bit of a naughty boy.
That much is true.
With the phone scammers. So yeah, I will say disgusting things to phone scammers sometimes.
It's uncharted. It's like international waters.
Yeah,
they're doing something at you, and therefore it's fair game. We all know what's happening here.
Yep, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And then finally, this. One more thing I just wanted to riff on for a second here. Have you watched how much Friends? How much of the TV show Friends have you watched, Travis?
So I caught at least, a solid sum of it when I was a kid when it was airing. And then in the last year, I have a newer roommate who is a big Friends head. And so was one of my other roommates' partners. So I have ended up watching way more Friends than I ever intended, and especially with this being the year of the reunion, and then on Thanksgiving, that same roommate watched every Friends Thanksgiving episode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a benchmark for every season at this point.
So I've got a history with Friends. I was on Friends as coffee shop Central Perk background for like a season and a half.
That's awesome.
That was enjoyable, but it was also one of the feelings. You have that feeling of, so close yet so far. Like you're doing, like, I am on the set of a major TV show.
Right.
But Friends, starring Hal Rudnick. Thank you, Rob.
Featuring Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. But it's so close yet so far because like you are treated like a living, breathing prop. So when you're an extra, more or less. But here's something I noticed when I was just like randomly, I was falling asleep and had syndicated Friends on. It was on like a local TV channel, not on streaming or anything.
Yeah.
And there were these episodes where Monica was fat before she lost all her weight, like overweight, quote unquote overweight Monica, they call it. And the way they dehumanized her, the way every joke was at her expense, and like the fat shaming, it was like I try to be aware, but I'm like not like oversensitive or anything, but it's pretty gross. It's really bad. And then you look at I think this is an important thing because I've been uncomfortable inside my body. I was a teenager. I thought like my arms were too hairy, which they are, and my nose was too big, and all sorts of stuff as I was growing up. And I know what it's like to feel very inadequate and to feel like you're being shamed or being made to feel less than by others. And like if I was like a heavier person, like watching that, like in the 90s, like what the hell, especially in this age of body positivity with folks like, Lizzo, and then you have like, the show Shrill with A.D. Bryant, and so many positive role models of like, hey, love who you are, the way you are, that is correct, not society's unobtainable beauty standards.
Yeah.
unobtainium, to quote
That is the
Avatar.
third time unobtainium has been brought up in my life this week.
Oh, well, you can't bring it up enough. It's the dumbest. It's the dumbest and best thing, and it's actual, like, it's like an actual weird pseudo-scientific term.
Oh,
Uh,
that sucks.
yeah. But if you go back and watch these Friends episodes,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're all hot and beautiful, except, like, so Monica, Courtney Cox, is in a fat suit, and it's like everyone else is like living their best lives, and they're always like, except you, Monica, because you're unlovable.
Yeah, that was actually a significant arc in 2 of the Thanksgiving episodes, one of which Brad Pitt guest starred as someone who was also overweight in high school. And it's just the 90s were not kind, between that and like the diet culture of Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers and people taking a lot of amphetamines as diet pills.
Oh, sure.
Wee.
Yeah, so you took a lot. You were taking handfuls of diet pills, right, Travis?
Yeah, as a child.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just strap on that feed bag full of diet pills and chow down.
Oh yeah, Excedrin. What was it? No, that's a headache pill.
Excedrin. Oh, that's like a headache medicine.
Ephedrine.
Oh, ephedrine. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there were these like little ephedrine pills that they sold at gas stations.
I'm trying to remember the name. It was like Stack
Mini
something.
Thins. Do you remember Mini Thins?
Don't remember that. No.
Well, there were these pills, and my friends and I bought some in college and took a bunch of them, and they were, like they would get you all like speedy and feeling weird. That sounds like proper college behavior, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. A little experimentation. All right, that was the Friday Riff Around. It is 11:38 here with your pal Hal. 11:38 on the West Coast, in the home office. My home, my office, and it is 2:38 on the East Coast. Gonna be with you till 4 p.m. on the East Coast. Gonna be with you till 1 p.m. on the West Coast. And again, we're just shooting the breeze, folks. It's a 2-hour rap session, and we're talking about movies, pop culture, what's trending, the news, and just goofs and gags. Gonna be some goofs, gonna be some gags. And right now, we are going to dive headlong into the Twitterverse, into the Twitter sphere. Here's some Twitter trends. Yes. So, Travis, what do we got on the big board? What do we got trending on the big board? Lights, camera, action pod. What is lights, camera? What is action? What's that kid's name? Action, lights, camera, Jackson. I have to say that kid.
Well, now I have to look this up. Lights, camera, Jackson. I'm unaware.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, he was a kid who, like, he was the youngest, like, movie reviewer, and now he's aged into he's like a teen tween 20-something, I don't know, movie reviewer. Yeah. Lights, camera, Jackson. Lights, camera, Jackson.
That's fun. That's
Kid Critic.
Happy birthday to my man.
There you go.
Good for him. Don't be a slave to your diet. Have some cake.
Yikes. You know what? Maybe avoid the 12 years a slave puns. Maybe don't make slave puns when you're talking about a person of color or anyone.
No.
Lights, camera, Jackson. Even if that person wasn't 12 years a slave. That's a bad look. That's a bad Luke, as the kids say.
Absolutely.
Anyways. So anyway, what was his list that was trending there? Lights, camera, on Lights, Camera Pod.
Lights, Camera,
or was
pod.
that even him?
No.
That was the first thing that came up.
Oh, Lights, Camera, Pod is a podcast. Something that we had on the list today was Blazing Saddles, and I've been searching around trying to find just what was notable about Blazing Saddles that got it in the news, other than, well, there's nothing other than people like Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, good. A little Blazing Saddles love is a good thing. I mean, Blazing Saddles, one of the best comedies of all time. Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder Um, and great cast. Harvey Korman, Madeline Kahn, and yeah. Let's look at some of these. Every time Blazing Saddles starts trending, I panic, but then remember the copy I have at home in my safe and instantly feel better. Like Blazing Saddles died.
Yeah.
Let's go back and look at some of the. You know what? That's interesting. I want to look at some of these people's lists of top comedies. There's a bunch of
Absolutely.
yeah. Okay, here we go. Airplane, Doctor Strangelove, Blazing Saddles, Tropic Thunder, Clue, all good, all classics. Tropic Thunder. I love the. Have you seen Tropic Thunder?
You know, I did. I saw it in theaters, and Tropic Thunder is a really interesting movie to me. The
Yeah.
short answer is yes. The long answer is I feel like a lot of people don't remember it, and also that feels to me like the last great, like, big action American comedy
Huh.
before we went
Interesting.
full Judd Apatow.
Oh, Rob Schaefer. Yes, Cleavon Little. Also, who in Blazing Saddles. Great performance. And yeah, kind of a one-hit wonder in that movie, but like absolutely nailing it. Um, yeah, Tropic Thunder is a great comedy. I love the fake trailers for the Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr. and it's Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr. and
What is that guy's name?
Not Danny McBride. Danny McBride is in it. Oh, who's the third guy? And how am I missing the
Because I
third
don't think he's
guy?
been in a lot of stuff since. Brandon T. Jackson.
Brandon T. Jackson.
Oh, Ben Stiller. Also, you're thinking of.
Ben Stiller. Ben
Yeah.
Stiller. Yes, of course.
I sort of mentally just implanted that name as if you had said it already.
Uh, so Tropic Thunder is great, and you know it's so weird because somehow I think it's like Robert Downey Jr. He's doing blackface in that movie,
Hmm.
and it's accepted for the character
Well, it's
because
almost.
it's a comment, it's meta, sort of the way he's doing it.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of actually what a lot of people are discussing about Blazing Saddles is there's sort of this camp that says you couldn't do it today, and there's a camp that says, I mean, no, you could because that was kind of the point
Yeah,
in
it
terms of
was
some of the
it.
more.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles was trying to call out the like the the difficult, troubling times that and these tropes that couldn't be broken and the insensitivity of that time. So it's kind of calling it out.
Yeah.
Uh, Here's another list. Arthur, the original 1981 version, which is a great movie. Dudley Moore, Liza Minnelli, so good. And there's also, if anyone hanging out here likes yacht rock, there is some great damn yacht rock from Christopher Cross and the theme from Arthur, When You Get Caught Between the Moon and New York City. Gorgeous. Blazing Saddles, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Oh yeah, Michael Caine and Steve Martin, so good. Young Frankenstein, a classic. Ghostbusters. Uh, Top 5 comedy movies. Here's another one. Um, uh, Bob and Carol, Ted and Alice is. I didn't even realize that was. And this is from James Gunn, director James Gunn. I didn't even realize Bob, Carol, Ted and Alice was a comedy. I thought it was like for some reason I thought it was like this 1970s movie about like wife swapping or like couple like a key party or something. Anyway, Groundhog Day, which is amazing. After Hours, underrated Martin Scorsese film, After Hours, with Griffin Dunn, about this odyssey that takes place overnight in New York City. Very cool. Galaxy Quest, which is a gem. And What We Do in the Shadows, so good. And it spawned a wonderful TV show. Ron Funches. Let's click on the very funny comedian Ron Funches' top comedy movies. Coming to America. Yeah, I mean, Coming to America is like, that's like a Mount Rushmore of comedy. Fear of a Black Hat. Don't know that one as well. I think it's an African American led comedy from the 90s that I have not seen. The Jerk, so good. Steve Martin in The Jerk is, oh, that's like right there at GOAT status. Billy Madison and Tommy Boy from various SNL alums. Bert Kreischer, the shirtless stand-up comedian. What are his? Caddyshack, Fletch. Okay, so we got a double shot of Chevy Chase right at the top of the board. Happy Gilmore, Tommy Boy, Airplane. Solid, solid, solid. Yeah, I would probably put Airplane on my list. Travis, what's shaking?
I just gotta wonder if he likes those movies so much, or is he just a big golf head? You know?
Yeah, right.
He's got two golf comedies in there.
Two golf comedies.
Two all-timers in terms of comedy, but two golf comedies.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely put Airplane. I'd probably put The Jerk in there. You know what? Maybe it was because I was under the influence when I watched it, but Borat 2. I was probably because I was just we were during a pandemic. It just came along at the right time, and by the right time I was enough drinks in. Oh, Step Brothers. Step Brothers, so good. Yeah, Step Brothers would probably be on my list. So Step Brothers, The Jerk, Airplane. Oh, wait. Oh, Best in Show. I put Best in Show on there. Okay, let's look at this top 10. Let's see what's up. Oh, top 13. Whoa, slow down. Oh, Naked Gun is so good. But I feel like with Naked Gun and Airplane, you got to pick one. Because, like, Zucker Brothers, it's great stuff. But, yeah. Okay. There we go. So, a lot of trending comedies. Let's see what else is trending here. Oh, yeah, everyone's least favorite family, the Sacklers who single-handedly or had not single-handedly, but had a huge freaking influence on the opioid epidemic with OxyContin. So there was a settlement where they were to pay like $4.5 billion, and then that settlement was struck down. Judge rules Sackler family can face civil lawsuits over role in the opioid crisis. There you go. So, wow, there's a poignant image of a Halloween skeleton co-opted to be this effigy with pill bottles, and they just had a horrific influence. This family killed so many people and just destroyed so many families with the opioid crisis. I mean, all joking aside, it's just like a true nightmare. So what happened was they were going to pay $4.5 billion, and that was going to absolve them from any more potential financial fallout. And trust me, this family has billions. And if you watch the recent miniseries Dope Sick on Hulu, it gives a great portrait of just how nightmarish this family was, and how they manipulated the system in order to get this drug out there for profit, and their means and the way they went about it were extremely devious. So the judge ruled that the Sackler family can be penalized further with civil lawsuits. They can be taken to court. Is there any more info on this? Can we read any? Is there anything to click on here? Okay, yeah, let's just take a look at this. Yeah, I'll read this thread. Thank you, Travis. A federal judge has overturned the company's bankruptcy plan that had been designed to shield Purdue, that's Purdue Pharma, and the Sacklers from future civil litigation in exchange for approximately $4.5 billion, that's billion with a B, dollar payout. Now the Sacklers could be liable to face as many as 800 lawsuits from various parties affected by the opioid crisis. However, U.S. District Judge Colleen McMahon's decision is expected to be soon considered by the Second Court of Appeals. Okay, so they're appealing this. And if you want to keep scrolling, this is a seismic victory for justice and accountability that will reopen the deeply flawed Purdue bankruptcy and force the Sackler family to confront the pain and devastation they have caused, says William Tong, the Attorney General of Connecticut, via the New York Times. Approximately 500,000 lives have been lost in the U.S. as a result of the opioid crisis, according to the CDC. Yeah, just horrific. Yes, many families destroyed, and not just lives lost, but people dealing with addiction. Because what I learned from I don't know much. Thankfully, I've haven't had this scourge in my life, but it, like this drug, it changes your brain chemistry, and that makes getting off of it just that much harder. So you know what? These people, it's some evil stuff, and glad to see more justice being served in this case. Let's see. Oh boy, Eric Clapton. Can you search Eric Clapton? This is from the files of all things extremely petty. Just the silliest case here. Eric Clapton successfully sues 55-year-old German widow for listing bootleg CD on eBay for $11. So, multimillionaire guitarist, anti-vaxxer, and if you search it, you will find some interesting info about Eric Clapton being a very racially insensitive, dare I say, like a long-standing racist. Woman referred to in filings as Gabrielle P. will have to pay court costs for both herself and Clapton, reportedly totaling almost $4,000. Let's read this article. A 55-year-old German widow, named in reports as Gabrielle P., has reportedly been mandated to pay for court costs for both herself and Oh, I hate it when those things come up. Oh, yeah, click that X. Thank you, Travis. For both herself and Eric Clapton, after the electric guitar player successfully sued her over the sale of a live bootleg CD on eBay. Come on, like if you thought the Metallica, the music streaming lawsuit against Napster was petty, this is ridiculous. According to German newspaper Bild, the bootleg Live USA was purchased by the defendant's late husband at a department store more than 30 years ago. Gabrielle then went on to list the album on eBay for $9.95 euros, $11 in American money, in July. After which Clapton, like, what is Clapton doing? Is he on like eBay? Like, all right, nobody better be selling. Your tears are gonna be in heaven if you try selling my CDs. My Eric Clapton sounds a little bit like one of the Beatles. In July, after which Clapton, citing the illegal nature of the album, sent the court an affidavit. The Dusseldorf, I love saying Dusseldorf. The Dusseldorf Regional Court ruled in Clapton's favor, and yesterday, December 15th, rejected Gabrielle P.'s appeal on the initial ruling, saying that the facts that she neither bought the CD herself initially nor knew at the time she listed it on eBay that it was a bootleg were immaterial. Gabrielle P. now reportedly faces a She faces either a 250,000 euro fine or 6-month prison sentence if she continues her effort to sell the album. Yeah, don't sell the album, Gabrielle P. It's not the first time in recent months that Slow Hand, that's Eric Clapton, has found himself in the news for reasons other than music. Blues guitar veteran Robert Cray told the Washington Post back in November that he ended his 35-year friendship with Clapton over the latter's likening of COVID-19 related lockdowns to slavery in the 2020 song he recorded with Van Morrison, Stand and Deliver. I'd rather not, scroll please. I'd rather not associate with somebody who's on the extreme and being so selfish, Cray said. We started playing music that wasn't particularly popular to start off with at the time, and we started playing. We've gained some notoriety, and I'm fine with that. But I surely don't need to hang out with Eric Clapton for that to continue. So yeah, Eric Clapton. He's yeah. I used to love some Eric Clapton when I was a younger man. But he's yeah. Some of his views have just gotten pretty radical in like an unfortunate way. And it's oh hello my mom, sending good health and good vibes to my mom. Deborah Rudnick is in the house. And yeah, so Eric Clapton, boo on you, suing someone for an $11 CD. I mean, how petty, how petty can one guy be, suing over a CD? And there you go. There you have it. Also trending, I hesitate to jump in here because it's probably going to be bad when this is, but American Jews is trending. And, it was trending because I guess, ex con man in chief, Donald Trump, was saying that, like, he was talking about, American Jews don't appreciate Israel, don't love Israel the way some Christians love it because it is the cradle of the beginnings of their religion and all that stuff. But here's the thing: don't say stuff like that. Here's just like, I don't know. Here's one idiot's opinion. Okay, people are not monolithic. Okay, there are American Jews. I'm sure there are American Jews that love Israel, and there are American Jews that are like so on Israel. And there's a lot of gray area. How about that? There are American Jews who are like, I love Israel. I love it as a homeland for so many Jews, but I also don't like the way people in Palestine are being treated, and that situation needs to evolve and change. And it's the same thing with saying, like, all black people should do this, or all Asian people are like this, or all white people, or all Latinos, or whatever. People are not a monolith, okay? People are individuals, and it shakes down in many different ways. And that's like really destructive, weird rhetoric to be spouting. So yeah, keep the Jews out of your fat mouth, out of your fat little gross mouth. All right. Wait. What's this headline? What was that? Oh, disgusting. Trump says American Jews no longer love Israel. Jewish people run the New York Times. That's anti-Semitic. Like that's feeding into the Jews run the media trope. So yeah, Donald Trump, please go away forever. Thank you very much. That's enough about that person. Sorry I even had to bring that person up. It is noon. Happy noon o'clock, everybody. Thank you, Rob Schaefer. Appreciate you, brother. It is noon o'clock. It is 1 o'clock. It is It is 3 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 12 o'clock on the West Coast, and it is 2 o'clock in Omaha, Nebraska. Travis, get ready. Home of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Rob Schaefer.
I'm sorry, I had the air horn cued, not the Law and Order one.
All right. You know what? Listen, You're going to be partying after Rob Schaefer gets you the settlement that you want. And
then that was okay. I see what I did there. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Listen, that's called a happy accident in this business. All right. So we are going to be going till 1:00 on the West Coast. We're going to up till 4:00 on the East Coast and up to 3:00 in Omaha, Nebraska. Please join us by going to backchannel.tv, chit chat with us, or go to open up your smart device, use the magic word say, and then drop in anything after that. Smart device, say, I am ready for the weekend. Smart device, say, I'm eating a big old bacon cheeseburger and life is good. Whatever you want. I want to know what you're snacking on. I want to know what you're up to. And now, shifting gears, this is the time of the show where we do a little bit of a deep dive. And today we are going to do a deep dive on Twitter into the Twitter profile of the DIY kitchen and homemaking beautification expert, the first lady of DIY kitchen, home goods, etc. None other than Ms. Martha Stewart. Travis, there he goes, bringing up Martha Stewart's Twitter profile. All right, so first off, Martha Stewart's Twitter banner is it's just black. It's just dark. I think we need, and she's got a very active Twitter account. She's following over like 4,500 people. She followers 3.4 million, and so I would say step your game up, M Stew. Step your game up, M Stew, and let's get like some kind of banner, some kind of Twitter, banner there. Okay. Her bio says curious, inquisitive, experimental entrepreneur who cares about the world we live in. All right. That's cool. I mean, you could put in ex-con. I mean, that's a fat, juicy resume tidbit. Or maybe not. You know what? Possibly for the best to not put that. You know what? Come to think of it, don't. Okay, scrolling. Let's see what M Stu has tweeted here. My Christmas NFTs released on Martha Freshman. Okay, Martha Stewart is all up in that NFT game, and she's like 80 years old. And by the way, you should search old Martha Stewart modeling pictures. She's just a lovely lady. And she's still thirst trapping at 80 years old. I don't know if you've seen that swimming pool picture. Travis, you around? Travis?
Always.
You ever see that Martha Stewart bathing, or not bathing suit, that just swimming pool picture?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, if you here, let's scroll to the next tweet. And if you want to search that picture, by the way, Martha Stewart's swimming pool.
You got it.
And bring that up if you. I'm throwing a holiday party for entrepreneurs with Shopify. All right, so a lot of sponsored content. You got to figure that's going to happen on the M Stew. That's got to figure out that's going to happen on the M Stew. She's got a lot of tie-ins, a lot of entrepreneur. Oh yeah, look at that! Like this is what, like an 80-year-old woman, like sending like serious thirst trap vibes. Travis, what do you think there?
That is saucy.
Saucy.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Makeup done.
So, oh my goodness, this is we are about to go NSFW here. We're about to go
get you a lady who can do both, as they say.
Yes, get you a lady who can do both in the kitchen or in the pool, I guess. All right, let's go back to that. Let's go back to the Twitter feed. All right, scrolling. All right, I hope to see you tomorrow at the Metro Cooking Show. Blah blah blah. Okay, keep going, keep going. I want some of these non-sponsored. Tune in to watch Bravo TV tonight. I'll be on Watch What Happens Live. Okay, there's still time if you're in Washington D.C. this weekend. Join me at the Metro Cooking DC show. Okay, let's keep it going. Don't forget, start your Saturday off with a spirited note. Have mimosas with me. Okay, keep it going. Keep it going. My mom likes Martha Stewart. Very good. Tune in. Oh, it's all plugs. It's all like plugs for appearances. Tune into the Today Show. Let's do a big scroll. Let's like go back. Yes, to like September. Oh, there we go. But we were back in November there. All right. Let's stop at this randomly. Tune into Drew Barrymore Show to learn about my new online store. Great. On today's Martha blog, time to harvest our second cut of hay at the farm. Okay, hey. Let's keep scrolling. Oh, okay. Martha Stewart, how a broken marble tabletop is prepared. Okay. Martha Stewart blog. Great. Don't forget to tune in to QVC. She's just all over the place. You know what I'm learning? You cannot get away from her. She's on every media. She also had that thing with Snoop Dogg she did. What was that show with? What did Martha do with Snoop Dogg? Oh, there we go. The ultimate duo. Oh, look at this lighter. So to light candles. And you know what? Travis.
Yes, Al. Yes, Al.
Do you know what Snoop Dogg likes to light with his lighter?
No.
Marijuana weed.
Ah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Snoop Doggy Dog.
That's right.
He's lighting the marijuana weed while Martha Stewart is lighting a scented candle. Do you think Snoop Dogg has ever shared a delicious marijuana joint with Martha Stewart?
Yeah, I gotta imagine. You know, we've seen Martha is a woman of 78, I believe, but that's, you know, people were on the jazz cigarettes in her time. That's
sure, but she's a very buttoned up.
I don't know. She did go to jail for insider trading.
Yeah, but that's like, you know, that's a rich person's crime.
That's true.
That's like that is some white collar stuff.
I wonder if it's funny because it feels like these two personalities, Snoop Dogg, who we know is a member of NWA, like, you know, Long Beach.
Well, Snoop Dogg was he wasn't in NWA. He in the reformed NWA. I think he might have been a part of that, but he wasn't one of the original members of NWA. But he was a protege of Dr. Dre, who was an original member. Yeah,
that's the timeline exactly. But, you know, as he's gotten older, he's matured, he's cleaned up his brand a bit, and Martha Stewart, ever since she got out of prison, seems to have loosened up. So they've like met in the middle and been able to form this sort of partnership. Yeah, I'd say, I'm sure. I would bet that Martha has kicked back with him on that.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg have, you know, a little doggy dog, a little doggy, a little
little easy reach. That is right in my ear. Hey, look at this, an enameled cast iron Dutch oven. Isn't that neat?
Do you know what a Dutch oven is, Travis?
Cookware?
No, the slang term Dutch oven. You know what that is?
Actually, don't.
Oh, come on.
For
real?
Yeah, for real.
You don't know what? Travis, welcome to the world, son.
I live under a rock.
Go to Urban Dictionary, find out what Dutch oven is, and come back and read it to us, if you wouldn't mind.
On it.
All right, but make sure it's fairly like PG-13, fairly clean. Or I can just
that's funny.
Yeah, what is it?
is as follows. Urban Dictionary defines Dutch oven as farting under the blanket and then lifting it up, trapping your significant other under the covers.
Yes, that is a Dutch oven.
Yeah.
That is a Dutch oven. Maybe add that to your repertoire. The Dutch oven.
There'd have to be someone else in the bed for that to happen, Hal.
You know what? Listen, never say never. Never say never.
Thanks for believing in me.
One of the easiest and most beautiful ways to observe and appreciate nature is by feeding the wild birds. Shop this handsome copper feeder at Martha Shop and see lots of other great products. All right, so you know what? I feel like I got a little bait and switch because I looked up, okay, like weirdest celebrity Twitter accounts, and Martha Stewart came up, and then it's all just TV appearances and uh, and and shilling for products. My home is where my heart is. Tune in tonight's episode of MTV Cribs. That's pretty sick. Nothing comes close to my crib. Catch me on a brand new episode of MTV Cribs. So yeah, I wanted some hot takes. I wanted some spicy takes. Like I wanted some like I don't know, like you know, uh, just weird remedies or like like a weird political point of view or just stuff like I want to sex Dwayne the Rock Johnson or anything from Martha Stewart. But it's it's all, listen, she's a busy lady, she's a brand, she's an institution. That is our Twitter deep dive into the Twitter account of Martha Stewart. Thank you, producer Travis, for helping us with that. Producer Travis, the best Chiron guy in the biz, if you were not aware. It's 12:13 on the Your Pal Hal show here on Backchannel. Don't forget, you can chat with us on backchannel.tv, or you can chat with us by talking to your smart device. Get your smart device's attention, then use the magic word say, and then you could say anything. Smart device, say, I love Martha Stewart. Smart device, say, I still would like to know what Snoop Dogg smokes. Smart device, say, I think Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart are secretly dating. Or again, you can chat with us on backchannel.tv. And this is going to be a huge weekend, Travis, when it comes to movies. Because like we said, Spider-Man No Way Home is opening, and we've got a bunch of other movies opening up this weekend. There is a good crop. I want to get out. There's like 5 movies I want to see in the theaters right now. Let's jump into some recs and reviews, and we will see what is going to be opening up in the theaters. What's going to be at the movie theaters this weekend? Travis, you want to bring me to the top of the Rotten Tomatoes website so we can take a little look-see, take a little peekaboo at what's happening in the at the theaters this weekend. Let's take a look.
I would love to. And the
Thanks,
reason
Travis.
I'm saying I would love to is because I'm waiting for the website to load.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. There we go. Ooh, I would love to, and in fact, I have.
All right. There we go. All right. So, couple of big releases. So we got Amazing Spider-Man, and let's I know a lot of people went and saw it last night. I'm actually going to see I'm going over to I'm actually going to jump over on to the Box Office Mojo website, and let's see, is there any info on no info yet on what Spider-Man has done thus far, but it's at 94% on the tomato meter. That is certified fresh. And let's just go ahead. We did this the other day, but just for your information, take a look at a couple of the reviews on The Amazing Spider-Man. 99% audience score. The audience is like, give me that Spider-Man. Put it in my eye holes. Put it in my veins. I want it. Okay. Let's read just these top 3 reviews, because there's a bad review in there, so I want to read that one too. Spider-Man is always best on the back foot, and this film puts him thoroughly through the ringer. But it also gives him room to shine and packs emotional punch that could floor any of his villains. Oh, isn't that an emotional punch that could even put Green Goblin on his butt? Oh boy. Thank you. Thank you, Helen O'Hara. That what a dumb phrase. It it gives him room to shine and packs an emotional punch that could floor any of his villains. All right. Wow, thanks. Thanks. I don't.
Just coming after Helen O'Hara.
Yeah, guns blazing. I am out for blood against Helen O'Hara.
All right,
because it's just kind of a smarmy. Like it packs an emotional punch that could floor any of his scary villains.
I'll add Helen to the list of enemies.
Yes. Excuse me. All right. Peter Travers, ABC News, and formerly of Rolling Stone, is maybe still of Rolling Stone. Tom Holland is better than ever in his surprise-packed third solo outing as a teen hero in a onesie who's out to save the world and a faltering pandemic box office. But this time, the generic thrills are tempered with genuine emotion. Good one, Spidey. Solid review from esteemed critic Peter Travers. And then Rafer Guzman of Newsday, not a fan. Short on story, long on insider humor, this Spidey entry marks a sudden drop-off in quality. Wow. Okay, so big departure here. And here's the thing with this review, which I just immediately disagree with. Short on story, long on insider humor. These movies, talking about the Spider-Man movies and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, are like the biggest movies. So when you say there's insider humor, are you talking about humor regarding the stuff that everyone's been watching? That it seems like it's like going to a Star Wars movie and saying, there's a lot of Star Wars references in this movie. I mean, what's inside? Like, again, I'm like, okay, if you're going to have, like, it's been well established with Spider-Man No Way Home that there's going to be a lot of references to the other movies. There's going to be characters popping up from the other movies, et cetera, and so on from previous Spider-Man movies. People are primed for this. People are chomping at the bit for this. And it is the third Spider-Man movie. So, yeah, maybe you're going to want to see the other movies and stuff, but like long on, I don't know. I'm just kind of mad at this review without seeing the movie. Put Rafer Guzman on our crap list.
I was about to ask, and I was going to do it anyways because, I mean, just look at that guy. But also, right below him, Mark Feeney of the Boston Globe offers what I feel like is the same idea in a much more tempered perspective.
Gotcha. Mark Feeney of the Boston Globe says, you don't need to have seen any of the previous Spider-Man movies to follow this one, but it's much more entertaining, more affecting too, if you have. There you go. And like, yeah. What do you, people know it's the third one. They're not like, oh, I don't know what this is. People are primed and ready for this. So I'm like, listen, I'll eat my hat and my words and crow. That's quite a meal.
That's so what hold on. Your hat,
yes.
Your words, and crow.
Yeah, what's the entree? What are the sides?
Yeah, exactly. What's the appetizer? What's the dessert? What's the main course there?
The words are the appetizer.
Okay.
The crow, I think the crow should be served baked inside the hat.
The crow baked in hat. So
yes. Oh, hold on for 1 second. Look at this.
A la crow.
Look at this. I'm going to show you something here.
All right.
Okay. I'm walking around the home office here. What is this? What is this?
I'm gonna have to wait on this. Your video is like a second behind for me. I'm now watching you walk around your office.
What is this?
Oh, that is That is
A crow inside a hat.
Crow
Okay.
served in a hat.
Yes. Okay. I will eat this if I end up agreeing.
Wow.
With that guy. Let's see that one more review because it said it was from the Jewish Journal, so that speaks to me.
See what the home
the Jewish
team's
Chronicle. Okay. But I'm not. But like I said earlier, Jews are not a monolith, so I may not agree. Linda Marich, a bombastic crowd pleaser, which is sharp, funny, and just as chaotic as this titular character. I like that word, titular. Like a Brat Pack movie. It's a film about growing up, knowing one's place in the world, and appreciating it for what it is. There you go.
I have one more review. I have a guest review.
Yes.
Johnny Stanton, practice squad fullback for the Cleveland Browns, says Spider-Man is 100% up with the hype.
Sick.
Yeah.
Love it. So it's living up to it.
That was a direct.
Very nice. Johnny Stanton, living up to the hype. Or do you follow him on Twitter or?
I am this. I promise this isn't me just flexing that I know a football player, but that's in a group chat I have with him and another. It's my sports group chat, and he was saying that to the group chat. The other person that's in it, his name is Andrew. He's in Texas, and he's being particularly COVID safe because he has a young child. So the other part of that text was, I know you're gonna have to wait literal months to see it, but it will be worth the wait.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Some unnecessary context about my life.
Sure. Very cool. Here's another thought.
Mm-hmm.
This just in. Olivia Munn has given birth. Congratulations to John Mulaney and Olivia Munn.
Fantastic.
Yes. Very nice. And you know what? Here on the Your Pal Hal show, we talk about this all the time. We love love. We love love. And so congrats to those two. Also out this week is another film that I'm very excited to see, Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley, which is a remake of a classic film starring cinema screen idol Tyrone Power.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrone Power from I think from the either 1940s or 1950s. Let's get a big look at this. Let's read some of the early reviews. 81% on the tomato meter, 79% audience score. And let's take a look at what some of the critics are saying about Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley is getting some good reviews, and it's a star-studded cast with Cate Blanchett, Willem Dafoe, and Rooney Mara, and very, very good cast there. Bradley Cooper. Cooper ably meets every demand the film makes of him. This is an unnervingly compassionate portrait of a truly bad egg. Cool. So, to give you a synopsis of this film, I guess a carnival barker, comes to prominence in running this carnival, and he takes his con man style and goes to tries to take it all the way into politics or the social elite in New York City. I think summarize it. If you want to scroll back, let me read the summary of the film because I don't want to misspeak on that. Excuse me. A little congested here. It's a long 2.5 hours. I don't know. That's a little. I don't like a movie that's long. I start to get antsy. Okay. Movie info. When charismatic but down on his luck, Stanton Carlyle, Bradley Cooper, endears himself to clairvoyant Xena, Toni Collette. Love Toni Collette, by the way. And her has-been mentalist husband, Pete, David Strathairn, At a traveling carnival, he crafts a golden ticket to success, using his newly acquired knowledge to grift the wealthy elite of the 1940s New York society. With virtuous Molly, Rooney Mara, loyally by his side, Stanton plots to con a dangerous tycoon, Richard Jenkins, with the aid of a mysterious psychiatrist, Kate Blanchett, who might be his most formidable opponent yet. Wow, this sounds really cool. I absolutely want to see Nightmare Alley. Let's read a couple more of those reviews. 1226, by the way, on the West Coast here in the home office in Los Angeles. And it is 326 on the East Coast, 226 in Omaha. Cooper works magic with an unassumingly sensational turn. Very nice. From Carlos Aguiar at RogerEbert.com. James Berardinelli of Real Views. The end is unsettling and reminiscent of what Hitchcock might have done with this premise, and without having to worry about the Hays Code. The Hays Code back in the day was the Motion Picture Association's rules and regulations. Like, you weren't allowed to have like curses or nudity, and that was the Hays Code. Kind of kept law and order on the movies before you started rating movies with like PG-13, rated R, etc. Peter Travers, who we read a review from earlier. The carny scenes of freaks and geeks are undeniably creepy, but Guillermo del Toro's hallucinatory brilliance only comes in flashes as Bradley Cooper and a dynamite cast struggle to build a mesmerizing misfire into the classic it might have been. Ooh, so yeah, no bueno from Peter Travers. Here's our guy Rafer Guzman. Let's see what he says. An ultra vivid horror noir from master filmmaker Guillermo del Toro. Okay. Definitely not a folly or a disaster. Nightmare Alley is something more of a dismaying coming from talent like this. It's dull and mediocre. That's a bummer. All right. Oh, one more from Leonard Maltin. I love Leonard Maltin. I used to have the Leonard Maltin film books when I was young. He would have these tomes, which, are rendered sort of obsolete today because you can look up any movie's review on the internet, obviously. But before that, you had these thick books, the Leonard Maltin Film Guide, and he literally, like, if you had like the 1989 film guide or the 1997 film guide, it would have every movie that had come out to that point alphabetized and rated by him. So he's a legend when it comes to film critics. Leonard Maltin says, this is a satisfying, fully realized film noir where the characters are more than stereotypes. Only a filmmaker as knowledgeable and passionate as Guillermo del Toro could have made this picture, and I'm awfully glad he did. There you go. So Nightmare Alley, I absolutely want to see this movie, and I just like the subject matter, the cast. It sounds really cool, and it is a remake of a classic starring Hollywood legend Tyrone Power. And that's so as far as movies that are in the theaters right now that I want to see, there's a grip of them. Let me kind of run down this list. Spider-Man No Way Home, Nightmare Alley, I want to see it. Red Rocket, from Sean Baker, the guy behind Florida Project, and it's with Simon Rex. It's supposed to be like a gritty underbelly of life story. Like his films like really explore kind of the rougher socioeconomic and darker conditions of life. Licorice Pizza, Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I got to see that. I want to see West Side Story. But it really disappointed at the box office. I was like reading and listening to a little bit more about West Side Story. Yeah, really underperformed. But here's the thing. That doesn't surprise me because like young people, I say that like I'm an elder talking about the youngsters. Like, how many of them are going to be like, oh, gotta go see the remake of that 1950s musical? I mean, Generation Z, millennials, I mean, hopefully there are people that appreciate classics, but I feel like it's kind of getting like that is a little bit of a miscalculation. it's an older demographic. And also, we have less people going to the movies now just because of the pandemic. And now we have so much available to us on streaming. So, yeah, that makes sense that it would not have done as well. But yeah, West Side Story, a big disappointment. But that's at least 5 theatrical movies, at least. And I know there's probably a couple that I'm not even thinking of. And then you got more coming down the pike. I mean, got to see Matrix, got to see what that's all about, the new Matrix movie, and a few others. So yeah, well, listen, I mentioned earlier the wife's away, and with the wife's away, your boy Hal is going to be hitting up those matinees. So maybe I'll go to a couple next week while I am after I talk to you guys on your Pal Hal show right here on Backchannel. Then I'll head out to a matinee. So we shall see. Probably going to go see Spider-Man tomorrow. All right, so that is our look into some reviews and recommendations. A couple of the big movies that are coming out this weekend. All right. So, you know what? This is a time when, people need a little extra money around the holidays to buy gifts for folks. People need, and the job market has been weird. There's been inflation. And right now, maybe I'm going to help you out and give you some ideas of things not to do as we take a look at some really bad LinkedIn profiles. Okay. LinkedIn mistakes. All right. One moment while I'm efforting this. Worst LinkedIn profiles. Here we go. All right. So, Travis, FYI, this is from a website called Social Talent. Social Talent. All right. So, our first bad LinkedIn profile. Listen, and again, this is a public service. I read these so when you're applying for your job or when you're trying to sell yourself, you don't make the same mistake. Don't fumble the ball and then fumble the bag like these folks did. I'm a sculptor, quote is the headline here. Summary. This person's summary about themselves. I build physiques. I'm a sculptor, and my clients, the clay. My words are a chisel. I mold them into their dream selves. I turn a boy into a man in 200 lying leg curls, a girl into a woman in 400 squats, and I speak from experience, 23 years perfecting myself, both physically and spiritually. So I can't even tell if this person is an actual sculptor or a personal trainer, because I thought, like, he literally said, my my words are, okay, I misunderstood. Wow. And I speak from experience, okay? All too often, I see people who are not striving for their full potential, and it torments me that I can't help everyone. I'm a part-time bikini model, and I believe we truly are what we eat. I'm not some wow, I'm not some fatty fudge, and I'm never going to give up on my body. That was weird. I'm not some fatty fudge. She's probably one of these people that fat shames Monica from Friends. I'm on top of my personal training. I'm a massage consultant. In fact, I've been fortunate enough to dabble in several different industries. I'm blessed for all my achievements, dreams, and wonderful friends. Inside everyone is a body beautiful, waiting to be unleashed. One life. Live it. Live, laugh, love. Oh, God. What an insufferable doofus. That is one insufferable. I build physiques. My clients are the clay. You know what? Shut up, you insufferable doofus. Next, I'm an addict. Okay. You're not getting hired. Hey, I'm blank. I must be an addict because I shoot up on wins every day. Though sadly, I've got a disease. They say my energy is infectious. It pains me not to help others. Negativity gives me a headache, and I'm dying to meet you. Oh, God. Read the room, pal. Here's a good takeaway. Here's a good takeaway that you can apply to your cover letters. Don't make a heroin analogy in your job cover letter. Like, flat out, bottom line. I must be an addict. I must be an addict because I shoot up on wins every day. Oh, winning. Oh, another doofus. Like, wow. Next, I answer to Mr. Customer. All right. Whilst I'm a global manager to over 1,500 unique employees, I'm not a boss. There's only one boss, and his name is Mr. Customer. I recognize that he can fire anyone in the company by spending his money next door. The road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. Colin R. Davis. I don't even know what that means. I think the road to success and the road to failure, divergent, like separate paths. Like what? Like what? Yeah, no idea. No idea what this doofus is talking about. All right, continuing. By the way, shout out to Manny who's hanging out on Backstream today. Manny, thank you for hanging with us. I don't believe in capital letters, but I do believe in miracles. Oh boy. I don't believe in capital yeah, this is all okay, so this is a long profile summary, and it is all lowercase. I'm just a 35-year-old fella from the East End of London who has wasted 16 years of that in Her Majesty's finest hellholes all over the country due to a severe cocaine problem from the age of 10 years old. What? Too young for coke. That's my hot take. I was brought up in the system of children's homes, secure units, young offenders institutes, then wallop adult nicks all over the country. And after many years rebelling against the system and all it entails, it took me to my knees to the point where I felt like topping myself. Oh, that's a suicide reference. And in jolly old England, they call it topping oneself. It was at the point I pulled my finger out of my arse. I like that. I mean, I just like that British people call a butt or an ass arse, and really fought for my recovery to get myself a life. That was over a year. Okay, so here's the thing. I appreciate this person's story. Definitely bootstraps, pulled himself up. Was in and out of orphanages and had substance abuse problem, but you're applying for jobs. You got to use like capital letters sometimes. Yeah. Yikes. So, does he actually say that he's averse to capital letters? I pulled my finger out of my arse and really fought for my recovery to get myself a life. That was over a year ago. Now I have a passion to help people away from revolving doors of the criminal justice system and all the chaos and heartache of addiction. As you will all know, he used the word no. He spelled that wrong. There are certain service providers out there who are not doing what it says on the tin. As a matter of fact, sometimes, I mean, this is, I can't read this one. Too long. Let's scroll to the next one. But I wish that person well in their recovery. I'm I'm the perfect choice. Wow. Okay. Not humble. Yeah. I have gained an enviable reputation as an inspiring motivational speaker. I am one of the rare breed of athletes who can speak authoritatively and articulately about what it takes to get to the top. I am the perfect choice at to present at award ceremonies, deliver a keynote speech, or take part in a question and answer session, which gives me an opportunity to pass on valuable advice about self confidence, perseverance, and ultimate achievement. Specialties: I have worked extensively as a member of sports marketing and production teams, and I have a strong network within the industry. I can help companies and brands meet the teams of people needed to make their projects succeed. Great. You know what? Maybe maybe stay humble. Maybe try working in a little bit of humility there. What do you think? What do you think, pal? Okay, one more. One more. I'm not one for titles. Hello, how are you? Okay, now a bit about me. I'm not really one for titles, but I guess freelance creative copywriter would kind of fit. If by freelance creative copywriter you meant wordsmith, ideas man, innovator, playful visionary, dose of designer, and an architect of compelling creative with a beard. Ugh. You know what? Like this guy, like a little much, coming on a little strong with all those euphemisms and synonyms for freelance copywriter. There, like you lost me, then you lost me again. Um, anyway, I have tons of experience working for a massive selection of clients across pretty much all media channels. I've spent the majority of the last 18 months working at blank and blank, where I've worked on creative content and strategies for the launch of the PlayStation Vita gaming console, the BlackBerry UK site, and or blah, blah, blah. What's more, oh, this is funny. What's more, I'm a lovely bloke too. No, I really am. Uh, Okey doke. Yeah, I'm a lovely bloke. Listen, don't make these same mistakes. Work in a little bit humility. Be straightforward, and maybe don't don't mention that you're a lovely bloke in your LinkedIn profile. Those are some bad LinkedIn profiles. Bad LinkedIn. You're fired from being hired. Nicely done. Travis Reeves, the best Chiron guy in the biz. Travis, come on in. Travis, uh,
Yes.
do you have any bad job interview stories?
Bad job interview stories. Ooh.
I'll think about it. I'll tell one.
Yeah, please.
I used to be involved in hiring when I was in
Oh
the
no.
corporate world.
Hmm.
I was like kind of an HR guy, and I did a lot of office stuff. And I might have mentioned that I had a business card that said director of fun for a little
That's
while,
right. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
and we would go to job fairs, and you're in it's a cool position because you get to help people. You want to like I look at it, and I look at it the same way. I also teach. I teach like writing and performance,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I appreciate, it's not lost on me that I'm working with people in a vulnerable situation who want to learn, or when I was hiring and doing stuff that like are trying to that need gainful employment, and that's a very cool place to be, and I value being able to help people like that. But that being said, oh god, one time these guys were very funny. Most people, when they go to a job fair, they'll probably put on something nice,
Hmm.
like a button-down shirt, maybe even a tie. If you're a woman, you're probably going to wear just like something, nice ish. There were these two guys who were walking around together. One was giant and one was tiny.
Oh no.
And the giant guy was wearing a t-shirt the tiny guy was wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and I explained to them what the job is, and I'm like, yeah, so we're hiring for this job, and we do the training, and we do the placement, and we do a full background check. And they were like, oh yeah, is the background check necessary? And I'm like, yes, it is. And they literally said, oh damn. One of the guys said, oh man, yeah, we got background. We got background. And I could tell by that he meant a criminal history. And I'll just never forget this guy just like shaking his head, being like, ah, damn, yeah, we got background. So, God bless you. I hope those fellas are doing well. And yeah, it wasn't me, my company. You know, I believe in giving people a second chance, a third chance. You know what? Give people a fourth chance. Give people a fifth chance. Travis, should people get a sixth chance?
I draw the line at 5 personally.
Okay, what about 5? Okay, what about a 7th? What about a 7th chance?
Well, at that point, yes. Then I re-up. I skip 6. No 6, but 7. Okay, come back around.
Okay, 8th chance. Like, let's say I've gone to prison 8 times, 7 times. Are you gonna give me an 8th chance?
8th chance gonna cost you.
Okay. Are you the kind of guy who gives a 9th chance?
I am. I'm a 9th chancer.
Do you believe this? True or false? This phrase, 10th chance is the charm.
10th is where I draw the line again.
All right. There you go. Travis, the most lenient hiring manager in the biz.
Yeah, I've never been in charge of hiring, and I would be very bad at it.
Travis.
Yes.
Have you had any weird job interviews or anything like that?
Do I incriminate myself on live
yes,
streaming?
Do it. What, you show up high for a job interview?
No, nothing of the sort.
Okay.
I historically interview very well. I'm a very...
You sound like a very one of those boastful LinkedIn profiles I just read.
Yeah, no, I also have been doing cocaine since the age of 9. That's not true. But something that I thought was very important was making sure that as you enter the professional world, particularly taking jobs in sort of a corporate or even tech adjacent field, I thought it was extremely important to make sure that you had gone to a 4-year college. And I think that's something that a lot of people in my generation were instructed that, you know, it's going to be really important. So,
not just your generation, my generation too.
Yeah, and I'm sure those... I didn't go. I'm a community college dropout following in the footsteps of my mother and father. And one time, years ago, decided when I was going in for an interview that I didn't particularly care about, you know, whether or not I got the job. It was just sort of a we'll see. Just kind of put that I went to SF State on my resume.
Oh, okay.
And
you fudged it.
Nobody checked.
Wow. All right.
So, that's not where it ends. We're not done. I did not remove it. And I actually forgot about it.
Yes.
And then one time, I had not a dream job, but I was working in tech. I was working for a startup, and I was running their customer service department. And by running, I mean I was the only person in it. They were very small.
Gotcha.
And
yeah.
I get a call, or no, I get a LinkedIn message from a very large musical instrument manufacturer that's looking for someone to run a portion of their not customer service, it was some kind of like client relations thing with their music teaching app they're trying to get off the ground.
Right.
And I was not qualified for that job even if I had gone to school, but I said, all right, I'll do the interview anyways. And like I said, I interviewed pretty well.
Gotcha. And you're, and I wonder, were you at all that much more interested in this because you are a musician?
Absolutely. If I could take what I was doing,
discounts or something. Yeah. Okay. So what happened?
Well, they brought me in for an interview, and I spent 6 hours in a session of interviews at their office in Hollywood, and also got a tour of their little custom shop factory there, and was given a binder with all the benefits, and it was the discounts were talked about, and I nearly soiled myself on the spot. Held it together though, and
good.
It all seemed all well and good. They in fact they sent me an offer letter, and I was all set to go, and then like a week later,
yes,
this poor woman, I feel so bad. This hiring manager called, and she goes, "Hey, did you go to SF State?" And I went, no. And she goes, "It said so on your resume." And I go, "Right. I didn't do that." And she went, "Okay, let me call you back." And the offer was rescinded. In my defense, which I'll take the L on this.
Yes.
The job in the qualifications had under requirements bachelor's degree, though she said later when she was actively rescinding the job offer because I had lied about going to college, she said, it wasn't a requirement. And I was like,
not so fast.
But that was.
Let me ask you this. Had they contacted SF State? Did they do a background check, or was she just like? So you don't know. I would have doubled down on the lie.
Well, that's the thing that I was about to. I was at the back patio of the job I was at, which I was in a web of lies. When I went for the interview, I told them I had a dentist appointment, and I had to drive from Marina Del Rey to Hollywood, and it took like 6 hours. And my manager at the job took me aside, and she was like, "Did you really go to the dentist?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, if you want to leave, we can. And I was like, no, ow, my mouth, oh no.
Oh boy. Wow.
But the company had indeed, for the first time in my life, this is the only time it's ever happened. I don't do it. It's obviously I took it off after that and haven't needed it since. But they checked, and she said we checked, and they have no record of you. And I was like, oh, funny. Yeah, that makes sense because I didn't go.
Damn. Oh, yeah. For a while I had a few lies, white lies though, if they can, on my acting resume.
Oh.
I went to Penn State University, and I did a number of scenes for various acting classes, theater classes I took there, and I just put on my acting resume, I was in this play at Penn State University.
Nice. That's
fudging it. Fudging it.
And we fudge.
We fudge. Oh, we've done a lot of fudging today on your Pal Hal show. And let's do a little bit. Travis, stick around for a little this or that. I'm going to ask you a disgusting this or that. This is a horrific this or that. Is a this or that, aka the Sophie's Choice. These are two unenviable options, and but you have to pick one. Would you rather? This is kind of a would you rather. Would you rather swim through 100 yards of sewage? Or put your hand on a hot stove for 3 seconds? Swim through 100 yards of sewage, or put your hand on a hot stove for 3 seconds.
I don't like this.
No, it's not good. This is a terrible question that should never be asked. Damn me for
sewage.
And Travis, you have my permission to say damn you.
Oh no, I could never. Okay. I'll take sewage. I'll just do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not gonna be as long as the burn, and it's not.
But how 100 yards of swimming? That's gonna take a couple of minutes.
That's a football field
of trash, waste, human waste. There might be a diaper in there.
Ugh.
Dog doo.
Ugh. This is like my roommates watched Titane last night, and I feel very similar. now as I
I
did.
need to see that. I need to see that.
It's a lot. It's
I've heard. It's just a bizarre, nightmarish horror movie.
Absolutely.
Experimental. Yeah, oh,
What about you?
I guess the sewage. Because like, you're like permanently injuring your hand.
Potentially, yeah, you could be killing nerves, and then, at least for a couple of weeks, you're largely out a hand.
1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000.
Yeah.
Well, that is the this or that. That is the this or that. A terrible question with really no answer here. I think we're both opting for the sewage because, like, as long as you're not getting stuck with a hypodermic needle or something, you just keep your head above the water and like you breathe through your mouth so you don't have to smell it. Yeah. Oh God, what a nightmare. And finally, rejected segments. We spoiled it because it was going to be Hal shames Travis for 10 minutes about not saying Gesundheit or God bless you, but we already did it. And Travis, listen, it's an old-fashioned thing, but I guess I'm just an old-fashioned guy. And that's what we've established here. Travis Reeves, the producer, the best Chiron man in the biz. Thank you, Travis, for a fine time today. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out, for chilling with us, for participating, for listening, and being a part of the fun. We've had a good time here today. I want to thank all the folks at Backchannel, and everybody have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Watch some movies, do some stuff. I'll see you on Monday. We'll be with you next week, Monday afternoon, 11 a.m. on the West Coast, and starting at 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll talk to you later.